All right, Coach, not your first rodeo, you know, with Diamond Head Classic brings, but for the first time you guys come as the defending champion. Is there an added message to the team as far as being the defending champion and what that means to this program?
Well, I think we talk about the history of the program all the time, as you guys know. It's the first thing we do when we bring this new group, the 23-24 edition. And part of that history lesson, so to speak, is the Diamond Head Classic, 14th year. Believe it or not, of this incredible event, first class all the way, great teams, great coaches over the holidays, and obviously we'll talk again later about the 7th annual Coaches vs. Cancer in conjunction with that. But there's always it's an honor to be part of the event. It's an honor to be the host of the event. It's an honor to be the reigning champ of the event. And then we get back to work on the process at hand. We have to put some good practices together, put ourselves in position, not skip steps.
We talked to Javon, and obviously everyone's going to remember the shot he made in the Classic, but what that meant for him and his season last year, that was really the trampoline effect for him the rest of the year. And
yeah.
So, this tournament, what does it mean for the development of guys, being that it's games like that and it's quality of play?
Well, I mean, and that was like one of those magical moments. Everything kind of aligned, for our first Diamond Head Classic championship game, Christmas Day, buzzer beater, dad in the stands. What a moment that he and a lot of people here witnessed it either in person or on TV won't forget. And that's what's great about this game in conjunction with this tournament. Every day, every game, start of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, something amazing can happen. And you got to be prepared for that. Just continue to put in the work. And so a lot of these teams here, there's great teams, like I said, that are looking to focus on the task at hand with one at a time in this tournament, but they're also looking to prepare for conference play and into the rest of the year. So it's a long journey for all of us. We're only a quarter of the way through. Again, an honor to be part of this great tournament with another great field, great coaches, great teams, great players, and something special is going to happen again, and we hope to be part of that.
Openers, you have a familiar opponent, guys from Cal Poly transferred over.
Yeah, well, I mean,
good.
obviously you're focused. I know a lot of coaches watch a lot of film, and usually when they get a chance to watch some other teams, you're watching a lot of teams on the West Coast for us, obviously. So, Shante Leggins has done a great job at Portland. He's done a great job before that at Eastern Washington. I've known him a long time. He's doing a great job again, and they have a lot of firepower. You mentioned Karoma, who we've seen at Cal Poly. That's an all-conference player who's averaging double digits for them. They bring back Robertson, who's an all-conference player, a real dynamic and tough scoring threat because he can play inside out. He does get a high assist rate. He's a good rebounder, smart player, and they move him around quite a bit. And Chris Austin didn't play last year for them. He was a 14, 15-point a game scorer for them in the past. They have 5 or 6 guys that have scored double digits or close to averaging double digits. They shoot the 3 ball well. They've been streaky. But we have a lot of respect for them. It'll be a great challenge right off the bat. I think that's what this tournament provides. Every game is a great challenge both ways.
Which in Portland obviously is the only 2 schools with players from 6 different continents. You guys are 12 and 2.
No, we're the only one. No, I'm kidding.
12 and 2 coming up a regular season loss, but what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. It speaks to the global game, but also the global game. You feel it in the NBA, you feel it in college. I think we're, like you said, not many teams have 6 different continents. I think we have 8 different countries. I want to know what they have. So they'll battle within the game right now. But I think that's cool. And I think some of our guys, their guys know our guys and vice versa. And I think it's awesome to see there will be a lot of guys from all over the world in this tournament.
You mentioned the coming off of a loss. What were some of the takeaways you got from playing and really tough Nevada opponents this past Sunday?
Well, like anything, there's things we can build off of, and there's things that were exposed that we need to clean up, and that's what's great. It's situations that were presented both ways. I mean, it was a battle from start to finish. There wasn't. I think we were up 23-17. I don't think there was a separation like that the rest of the game either way. So it was great to be part of. Great team, very balanced teams. Like if you came in to watch that game, you'd see 2 competitive, balanced teams with a lot of pride, a lot of experience. Sometimes you don't shoot the ball as well. Both teams did. I think both teams were expending so much energy in terms of the spirit of the competition of what that game meant and how the game played out. But I was pleased when they did make issue. We had a run. We were up 6 with the ball in the first half. They came back. They were up 8. We came back. That's awesome to be a part of. I said that even at halftime. It was great for us to be a part of that experience. But certainly in the second half, I think a big difference was, we had to take care of the ball really well, and then we had 8 turnovers in the second half alone, 4 in the first half. I love that we're getting to the line. We're a team that gets to the line well, and did again, but second half we missed 9 free throws, shot well in the first half. So to still have a chance with all that going on speaks to the depth of this group. It speaks to the versatility. I know there's a lot of teams out there that if they don't shoot well from the 3 or the line, they're not going to have a chance to win that game. We did, even against a great team. But we're going to continue to focus on those areas. And like I said, I think that game will help us. And there's things we'll clean up, which we'll talk about on film, execution in key situations, and move forward.
When you looked at the film, did you see opportunities, particularly on the slip or the roll? It seemed like Bernardo and even Harry got open on that a couple times. They got fouled a couple times. They didn't get the ball on that. But is that something that can add a wrinkle to your offense?
Well, I think you saw when Juan hit the roller, and we had some guys hit the roller, and Noel hit the roller. I mean, they do a good job. They have incredible defensive numbers, and I thought for the most part it's not easy against those kind of teams. You got to wear them down over the course of the game. Sometimes things start to open up for you. Some of that you see on film that looks like it could be there. That's their strength also, not just the roller be open, but can you throw over their perimeter defense, which is big. I mean, people talk about, they had 3 7-footers at the 5 position. They had a 6'11", 6'10", 4-man, and then they have a 6'6" point guard. So what was there closed up pretty quick if we could get it over the top of those guys. Sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. That's something we'll look at, and also credit to them.
Overall team morale, just still up high.
Start to finish, team morale is high. Confidence is in a good place. I mean, if we have to worry about that, we don't deserve to be successful. The game is humbling. The journey will have a lot of ups and downs. Get back to work, handle success, handle failure. We are human. The guys care. I said this at the locker room. I said to you guys after the game that we have a good balance. It hurts us, but doesn't kill us. Like, back to work we go. There's appreciation for how we're coming along. We're hungry to keep getting better. We're gonna make sure we handle success the same way we handle failure. Own it, grow from it, and get back to work.
Seems like your second unit start helping out when you get in foul trouble. Particularly really at that. It's like more versatile now.
Yeah, well, all those guys. We can move Harry up to 4 and the 5. Shoot, there was a time where it felt like everybody got in foul trouble for both teams. Moore picked up 4 as quick as you could, and after Bernardo picked up 3, we were able to navigate that because we were able to play Harry up to 5 a little bit, and different guys gave us different lifts, and so I think that's a big part of our success, and Nevada that's a big part of their success. They have great depth.
We joked last month about this being the center of the basketball universe with the Maui here, but really, for those of us who grew up here, can take it for granted. Rainbow Classic, Diamond Classic, been around for 60 years.
Yeah.
Iolani Classic celebrating their 40th year.
Yeah.
Top teams in the country. Barack Obama was at the Classic last night. He's a basketball fan.
Sure.
But do you think, as a basketball fan, we shouldn't take this for granted about what a great time to be a fan in Hawaii?
Yeah, I mean, you should never take anything for granted. We all got to have perspective. It's a negative, cynical world out there, and sometimes you got to take a breath and understand how blessed we are and how fortunate we are to live in the greatest place in the world, the greatest people in the world, a great fan base. This is a great game. And like you said earlier with the Maui and some of the November tournaments, there's a lot more at that time. And there's not as many tournaments, over the holidays, over Christmas holidays, and this is one of them. And I was there year 1, when right in the Wong Room when we introduced the Diamond Head Classic the first year, like 14th now. And some of the great moments and players and coaches that have passed through here. We're very blessed, and the people of Hawaii are exceptional, and they deserve a great tournament. So, no, I think it's always important to answer your question to remind all of us that we are blessed, and perspective is everything, and we're fortunate to have what we have and the people we have.
Speaking of perspective, I guess Flanagan's been here, played here longer than AC, longer than Bob Nash, longer than Tom Henderson. What's this growth been like for you? Just seeing a guy who
I've said
struggled so much earlier.
Yeah, well, and you're talking about the Diamond Head Classic. There's nothing like seeing a team come together or a player improve, on the court, off the court, and in the classroom, or even like we talked about our Coach vs. Cancer event, to see where it's come from year one, this Diamond Head Classic event, to see where it's come from year one. There's nothing like it. And, to see Javon, you mentioned Javon in his 4th year with us, Noel Coleman in his 4th year with us, Bernardo da Silva in his 5th year with us. The journey, when you have those great moments, I tell the guys all the time, we're working our tail off like everybody here to have these incredible moments that you'll never forget. But when they happen, the only thing that goes through your mind is the journey and those moments and the bus rides and the ups and downs. You grow from pain sometimes. And every teams, individuals, they've had a lot of ups and downs. The best part is you got to keep coming with it. You got to keep going. And Javon's a great testament to that. He deserves, and all our guys, and I'm sure everybody in this field, deserve all the success that comes their way. And sometimes, only one comes out on top. But it's great to be. It's why you coach, to be a part of. That's why I coach college. You get 18 to 22-year-old kids, Juan not included, at a critical time in their lives, and you want to make sure you've made a positive impact to make sure that they're set themselves up for future success. And I'm really proud of our team. I'm really proud of our guys. I think the world of them. I think they are. I said it before, and I'll say it at senior now. Like, hire them. Whatever they choose to do in life, they will be successful. They will be great fathers, husbands, and whatever they choose in life professionally. And I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy every day because, like you said, including Javon and Bernardo and our seniors and Noel, this time is like they're going to be close forever, but this time, they spend so much time together at this time of the year. We all know teams, players, and then everybody goes their separate ways. They'll be close, but they just won't be around each other every day. But that bond will be strong forever. And you can see that with all the teams in this event.
Well, I like particularly like Javon because you recruited him during COVID.
Over Zoom, I remember. Zoom call.
He never visited before he signed. I was just wondering what you saw in him. Just, did he have great Zoom presence? I don't know.
That's it. Well, Javon, and he's added to this, but he's always he's a believer. He's got a look of confidence, and that's, spread to the team. I say sometimes it starts with him, but his fight, his belief, his confidence, you could see that. It's always better in person. We all had to do it we had to recruit over Zoom for that period. I mean, the first time I met him was he walked into Gym 2 for his first fall workout. And so that's not normal. I'm glad we don't have to do that again, but I'm also glad because during that stretch, we did bring in Kamaka and Noel and Jerome and I think Jerome, during that time. So Javon hasn't lost that. He's just added to his game and he's added to his growth. But at the heart of it all, he's a believer. And those are the kind of guys you want in your program.
Are you confident?
Not this guy. No, I'm joking. And I'm really proud of Noel. He's finally connected his beard. It took a while, and it's impressive. I think he's really proud of it, so he's going to stay with it. Yeah, it's going to be on TV.
Are you confident you guys are able to sort of fix that free throw issue the last few games, the last couple of days of practice? You see them work on it late in practice?
They're working on it. I mean, I think we've had a really good free throw shooting team over the years, and had going into the last couple of games. And so you just go back to work. Like it could be the turnovers, it could be the free throws, it could be some post evens, whatever it is. You put in the work, put in the process. Mix in different ways to do it. Also, they all got to get their reps. I think I said this after the game. You got to find a way to simulate things the best you can. Nothing simulates it better than games. But I do like I said, sometimes when you're missing some free throws, guys get shy from going to the line. But we didn't. We shot a lot of free throws. We had a good free throw rate. The best is yet to come. That's our belief. We're going to keep working on it.
Well, if that's your worst problem, that's not a bad problem. That's your shack, I guess. Right?
Yeah, I think
something you should do, right?
Yeah, we'll keep working on it. That's what I said. I want our guys to keep getting in line. That's a big part of being a good team. That's a big part of why we've had success. Free throw rate. We got to convert when we're there, and we're going to keep working on it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach.